Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't been around in a while. I'm still trying to feel this whole vlog thing out, so if you guys do like watching them, please let me know so I'm not wasting my time. That'd be really nice. But I wanted to hop on. It is 5:35 right now. I'm getting ready to go into work in about half an hour or so. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about going into work and how you guys feel going into work. If you guys are in a new job, new being within a year, I want to know how you guys feel going into that job and what you do for a job. So as you guys know, as I have mentioned before, I am a new grad nurse. I've been a nurse for 6 months now, which is insane. And I'm going into work tonight and just like thinking about it, it just like, it gets my heart pumping. I do get a little bit nervous, which I think is all normal things, especially as a new grad nurse on the floor, because I think my thing is I'm just so scared to miss something. I'm just so scared to miss something, which is actually called failure to recognize. I don't ever want to be put in that situation. So it's just really, really paying attention. So being on the night shift does not help that for me at all. It actually kind of makes it worse. One, because I've never been a coffee drinker, and now I drink one coffee before I go into work. On my days off, sometimes I don't even have coffee. I'm just not a coffee drinker, but it really helps me get through the night. So, working overnights is pretty difficult, and it makes this worse because you are tired. You're tired. It doesn't matter how much you sleep. It's not the same tiredness from a day shift. Night shift's more exhaustion because you're fighting your body's normal sleeping pattern or circadian rhythm. So that is not helpful. Also, as a new nurse, I was a tech for 4 years, which is also the equivalent to a CNA. On the floor I work on now, actually, I was a tech there for 2.5 years, and then tech at a nursing home for 2 years before that. So I don't know, going from a tech to a nurse is, one, stressful because you have more responsibility, which is great because I wanted more responsibility. That's why I went to nursing school. I want to be a nurse, which is what I am. However, I've never worked nights as a tech. Never. I've never been a night person. I've always been let's get up at 6 o'clock on my day off. Let's do something with my time. And now that I'm a night shift nurse, it's the opposite. I'm always tired. I can never get enough sleep. Today I slept, I think I went to bed last night around 11 because I did not work last night. So I went to bed around 11:30. Woke up at 9. That's a lot of sleep for me, guys. And I don't know if I'm sleeping too much. I don't know if I'm making myself tired. But I don't know how to fix it. Other than going to day shift. And right now, I was talking to someone that I work with the other day, and we were just talking about nights versus days, and if I ever want to go to days. Yes, of course I want to go to days, but right now it's easier to learn on nights because there's not as much to do. It's not as busy. There's people not going places. They're not going to MRI. They're not going to CT, unless if something, obviously, they're not going places in the middle of the night. So, and there's a little less going on. Doctor's not around unless people get admitted, so, or if something's going really wrong with patients, so. But, that being said, night shift's much easier to learn on, but day shift, you learn more. So, I do want to go to days. I don't think I'm quite ready to go to days yet. I think it would be very overwhelming for me. I worked days as a tech on this floor, but I think days as a nurse on this floor is 10 times harder. We're not really staffed with techs. We're facing the same shortage that every other hospital is facing. We get techs, then we can't keep them. It's just very, very high demand. Patients on the floor I work on are very, very heavy, and they need a lot of work. And when I was a tech on the floor, the ratios were 10-1. So I always had 10 patients during the day, and I think it goes up to 12 at night. So it's a lot of patients to care for, a lot. And when you don't have a tech, which is pretty common on the floor I work on, especially during days, it's called all care. So you do all the care, you do all the vital signs, all the toileting, all the repositioning, plus all the nursing stuff on top of it. So That's a lot, but you can have 4 patients all care during days, which is a lot, especially with everything going on. And you can have up to 5 patients on nights all care. During the day, you can have 5 patients with a tech, and at night it's 6 patients with a tech. So depending on the acuity of the patient, if the patient is more needs more attention, if they have like an insulin drip or something like that, then you go to 5 to 1. So you have 5 patients, 1 nurse, 1 tech. So yeah, it's a lot. But I am just rambling, one, because I get nervous going into work. I think it's a good thing, like I said, but I also don't want it to be overtaking my life, because a lot of the times I'm worried when I'm going to sleep. I'm worried if I'm going to get good sleep, especially going into a stretch. Today is a 1 and done shift, which is nice, but then after, so I work tonight, I have 1 night off, and then I work 4. I do not like working 4 in a row. Thank God my next schedule, I am not working 4 in a row. I told my manager, this is too much for me. My brain just can't handle it. It's not safe. It is not safe, especially for me. My brain it needs to sleep, and work, sleep does not do it for me. So yeah, if you're still listening, thanks for listening to me talk to my camera. But I really am hoping that some of you guys, if you are new nurses or are in a new position and you're nervous to go to work, are feeling the same things I'm feeling. I don't think, like I said, it's not unnormal. I think it's pretty common. I am in charge of people's lives ultimately, and I'm the eyes of the doctor at night, and when they don't see what I'm seeing or really think that it's critical when I'm thinking it's critical, it's so frustrating. The last time I worked, there was a patient that I had, and they were not doing well. And it wasn't even the doctor. The doctor was on the same page as me, but the patient was not, and that was so frustrating. The next morning when I woke up, I was actually still like, I was legitimately angry. I was like, this patient didn't know how sick he was. He wasn't following safety instructions. He wasn't safe to them or me. It's just, I don't know, guys. I'm hoping that you new grad nurses are feeling the same way I am. I love being a nurse. I love my job. There's so much, but it's not, I know it's not my forever job. I know I do not want to be on this floor forever. I like to learn. I like to constantly learn and change and evolve. That is what I like to do. And I think if I were to stay on this floor, I don't know if it'd do it for me. Not saying that, it's just not where I want to be. It's not my forever love. Neuro is extremely hard. Extremely hard. You don't just fix neuro. Neuro has a long rehab period if the patient even recuperates. So I think that's the hardest part about neuro. Ortho, I love. Most of the time it's straightforward. You know how they're supposed to heal. You have directions. And you know it's not normal. Where neuro is just, it's hard. It is so hard, guys. So hard. So, I'm going to go finish getting ready for work. Thank you for listening to me ramble for 8 minutes. It's now 5:45. So, talking about things like this too just really helps release that stress. Also makes me very vulnerable, because I know that people that I work with might be watching these, and sometimes they can be critical and sometimes they're really supportive. So if you're watching this and you work with me, please be supportive. You were a new nurse once too. It's difficult, it's hard. It just kind of, you pass the NCLEX, you can be a nurse, and it's like, what does that even mean? So it's just still learning and thinking and figure out all these things. There's so much to learn. So much to learn. I had to start an insulin drip the other night. A nurse of going on 2 years said, oh, I've never started one before. It's like, oh my word. Like, what am I not going to be able to do in my first year? I just want to be fit and ready to go to another hospital if I decide to do that, which I probably will in the future. I want to be prepared. I want to be ready. I want my nursing skills intact. And that kind of scared me a little bit because she's like, oh, I've never had to do that before. I've just maintained it. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I want to know how to start everything I need to start. So, yeah. Okay. I'm going to stop talking. Thank you for watching. If you are watching this still, thank you for the support. Remember to subscribe to my page if you'd like. Also follow me on Instagram if you also like. I do a lot of polls about my vlogs and what I want to film and such. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.